Hello, good afternoon, Tribuners. Welcome back with me, Kusnul Asyaifah in Indonesia News of Tribun Lampung. We will present you an updating and interesting information from every place in Indonesia. And here the complete news. The first news is flood in hit a number area in Pangandaran. Heavy rain on Sunday, 11 September 2022 night, which caused river water in the overflow, affected stands of the houses and hundreds of families in Pangandaran. From data received by tribunjabar.id, the flowing river water causes a flood of water and submerged 5 houses and 4 stalls in the Silebrum in Halmes Silandamuli village sub-district, and 15 houses owned by the resident in the Cimanggangu Halmet, Cikalong village, Sidamuli district. Then one resident house collapsed on the Dusun or Pamontan village area, Kalipucang district, and had in the Bojong village, Perigi district, Pangandaran Dikansi were also affected. The head of the Tenganan VK or the Pangandaran Dikansi, Nana Suryana, said that is due to flood that occurred on the Sunday 11 September 2022. Dozens of the Tangandara volunteers went to dig at a location. They are helping the secure people property, evacuating, isolating residents and cleaning some of the resident houses from the mud. Heavy rains that have occurred the past few days have been impacted to local residents, especially near the river. As in Citalong River, due to heavy rains for the 2 days and tonight, the water and Citalong River overflowed and caused to the embankment to Irdor. Finally, on the Sunday night at around 9 p.m. until 5 a.m. the morning, the river water overflowed and hit several houses and stalls. He said that in addition, his party also had a number and trace through a flood due to strong wind. One of the handling of 2003 that occurred Wonoharjo village, Pangandaran district. The next news is robbers at the Alfamart Y chain in Lampung. The perpetrators of the robbery accompanied by the confirmed of the employees of Alfamart Y Ratai Pesawaran Lampung initially pretend to be buyer, the robber and cooperator Alfamart Y Rantai. Employment Pesawaran Lampung was named Rizky Febriantama or ETP, 21 years old, a resident of the Rawa Tunggal village, Padang Cermin. The perpetrators with initial ETP went to follow toilet changes in Alfamart uniform, the staff room, and took the employees Alfamart Y Rantai Pesawaran Lampung. The Pesawaran Police Staff Adjutant Commissaris Police Pratomo Widodo explained how ETP players carrying out their action during a press conference on Monday. Pratomo explained that at the time of the robbery, the Alfamart Y Ratai Pesawaran, the perpetrators entered the store at the buyer. Then the perpetrator changed included into the Alfamart employee uniform in the toilet when Alfamart was about to close. The perpetrators slipped into the room. The money was stored. It was later discovered by the 2 Alfamart employees. The perpetrators managed to reach them. The perpetrators used the securities to retrieve them 2 Alfamart employees and managed to capture them. The 2 employees was reading up using raffia rope and their mouths were tapped. that two Alfamart employed the Punjabi, 26 years old, and Santi, 18 years old. Feeling the threatening, the two Alfamart employed only surrendered by the when held and gunpoint accompanied by the being tied up in the perpetrators inside in Alfamart store. The perpetrators went to the money worth the 42 million belonging to the PT at Sumber Alvaria TBK was in the safe and to employ a coupon over that. The Alfamart filed through the front door, but his motorbike was left behind. Finally, the perpetrator was released in the last 2022 in the thanks information from the owner. The motorbike has burned the bike behind. Witness the perpetrators could not avoid being arrested by the many risks and reached the court after leaving the Honda Vario white and motorbike left by perpetrators in the front of Alfamart. The motorbike was abandoned after carrying out robbery combined by confinement. Then three each witnessed to the rival the motorcycle until the next day, Wednesday, attack on the Padang Cermin sector police arrest at the perpetrators. The perpetrator was hiding in the boarding house in Durian Payung, Bandar Lampung. During the robbery, the perpetrators fled because the Honda Vario white used of the night. And after taking action, the perpetrators ran because the Vario motorbike was driving would not to run on. Until when the perpetrators fled, the police personnel who were a patrol and meet on the street, feeling his movement were suspicious. The perpetrator was close by the patrolling personnel, and from behind, Alfamart employees also the perpetrators' classes. Until finally, the people who saw the casting perpetrators joined the looking for shooting the perpetrators. Then the perpetrators ran to the middle of the garden to hide, and then managed to escape. The next news is Jokowi reminds Ministry of Law and Human Rights of the Republic of Indonesia. President Joko Widodo or Jokowi hopes that a total change in immigration service will make it easier and service because there are so many complaints that come in regarding immigration matters. That was complained by the president during a meeting in his staff and specially discussed vision on arrival or VOA, unlimited stay permanent card and the Merdeka Palace, Jakarta on Friday, 9 September 2022. The president assessed that the Directorate General and Immigration at the Ministry of the Human Rights will still limited to regulating and controlling without having out or the conversation and service. It is so what he saw the comfort that the meet allowed both from investor but allowed tourists both and the people who are not resident provide. The aura I feel like the immigration is still regulating and controlling. So what? This is so completely changing and should be no aura. It is facilities and service. It must change completely if we want the investment to come. Tourists come, it with me change it, said the president, quotes from the state top. According to the head of state, interest granting phases in the case of the infrastructure, the size of the investment of number of the open jobs and the contribution economy increase in export should be seen. The president gave to explain a number of the tourism facility phases and resident permit for the national who giving that capability and special skills. For this reason, this president wants to restore an immigration service and more living and old stylish. According to the president, facilitated for the foreign investor and explained that they believe provide benefit from the Indonesia people. The next news is, the front tire suddenly come off, the silver car suddenly stopped on the road. One unit of the silver car suddenly stopped Sunday night. The car stopped in the middle of the Ahmad route in the Kampung district Banjarnegara, Sud Kalimantan. Not because it ran out of the fuel and car stopped, because the front tire off while being driven by the owner. As a result, the incident traffic ascended for the route and was hampered because the car was right in the middle of the road. Bani, 23 years old, a resident, and initially would come from the direction of the Banjarmasin city, headed toward the Banjarbaru. The car turned around to U-turn in the Ahmad route, but unluckily, not perfect, the car turned around in the front was released. Suddenly, the tire of the came off. Fortunately, and driver and passenger are okay. When confirmed, the owner was reached to comment much regretting the cause of the incident. He assured that simply volunteers and scan incident, together with the police, helped regulate the traffic flow. They helped move the car into the shoulder after it was removed. The traffic flow in monitoring again in smoothly. The next news is, every heavy rain, 3 locations in the Pagar Alam always flood. The rain that has been pouring down in the Pagar Alam city for the past few days has flooded several areas in the Pagar Alam city area, such as the area behind the Muhammadiyah complex, coupling in the Mart. Floods are stolen for local residents because it was heavy rain and Pagar Alam city will be flooded with a few hours. Regarding condition, residents and relevant parties seriously and with flooding. It's because residents cannot cope to the flood even the various few days and over 35 years old. A resident in Kaplingan said, there is heavy rain pouring in the Pagar Alam city area. His house must be flooded. It rains heavily in the Pagar Alam for more than 2 hours. Our area indefinitely be flooded. This because the exciting immigration and river flow in the unable to accommodate the large amount of the water discarded in the rain. Residents hope the Pagar Alam municipal government took the relevant parties and overcome the flood and often occurred in number of this area. The reason is not there is no flooding. It will be always the problem for the local resident. There is really hope there is a solution related to this flood disaster. If there is no effort to overcome this, every time it rains, our house will be flooded, he said like that. Every Pagar Alam Secretary Samsul Bahari Burliansan. In the time Segam ago, it is because flooding in the several areas in the Pagar Alam was due to large number of people who bathing along the waterhead. Indonesia, there is a location downstream which is naturally a gathering place for the water. Many people having interest in function and the catchment where area has been in the water into bathing. The next news is Panther attacked a three Sumedang resident while in the garden. Three residents of the Talgamanggung village, Manggung district, Sumedang Regency, West Java, were injured in a battle attack, residents surviving after fighting back. The three residents were attacked by the three Dokusai's partner were Andades, Didin and Adi, thanks to untouched resistance at three vital types and way even through all the head injuries on the their body. The three residents were attacked by the tiger while the garden about 1 kilometer the boundary and Masjid Karambu Park. There is a volcano plant belonging skipper in the Bandung. There is attack by tourists on the Wednesday afternoon. There is a tiger in 20 planning and first attack on the Tree Street Farmers. Units from the several hotai were inspired to attack. Units lagi stood in the Fort Ardoli. There was separate and first unit's body. Like fear, the tiger attacked anything in Jim's tweet. The tiger attacked Didin, 46-year-old. Didin's left hand looked bigger bitten in the tiger. The thirst for the hole and flayed his hand. Adi tried to keep tiger away from the two friends who has been injured. Unfortunately, Adi's tongue was so bitten by the tiger. Until the family, tiger was thrown into the river and died. And the last news is, government released electric financial convoy. A convoy of the motorbike left the Rio government official house in the Diponegoro Pekanbaru Street on the Sunday morning. This motorbike, which is dominated by the plaque with the light blue lizard, looked the same as motorcycle in general. There is no striking difference from the motorcycles used to the convoy, which is released and directed by the governor of Riau, Syamsuar. But this motorcycle is no ordinary motorcycle. The difference lies in the full true motorcycle does not full oil like motor finance in general. This is electrical energy full. The lines with the Rio government program with the electric motorcycle convoy also took the time of the going to Green Riau. 3 words doesn't finance. There is a permanent electric motor convoy to Rio Green, released by the Gubri and his official resident. The electric final convoy was joined by the Forkopominda and the number related in station and in this station among the area the rank of the PLN main unit in the Riau Island region. The Solid Electric Finance moved the Diponegoro Road, Hang Tuah Route, the Great Moscow Anur Road, then entrance in the Sudirman Road. There is a joint improvement precision electric motorbike to the movement toward Rambe in the Sikasbride and the school route and the toward Sikabride. This convoy participant there is stopped at the movement of legendary coffee shop Kim Tang on this route, Snapping Pekanbaru. After eating breakfast, the convoy participants continued their journey back to the Rio governance official residence on the Diponegoro Pekanbaru Road. Well, I think those all the news for today with me, Kusnul Asheva. Don't forget to follow us in the YouTube Tribun Lampung News video, Tribun Lampung Facebook, Tribun Lampung Instagram, and TikTok for more information. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.